Have you ever met someone on an online dating site and thought, wow, this guy is perfect for me, or she is simply amazing, only to find out they were hiding a deep, dark secret? They plan to vote for Hillary. FreedomLovers.us was created for singles who want to exchange ideas and a love for freedom. People who are looking for solutions to create and defend freedom in the real world, and at the same time, getting that once-in-a-lifetime chance to find their true soulmate. Whether you are interested in meeting your soulmate, making new friends, networking, or hanging out with that like-minded liberty lover, visit freedomlovers.us. It's the first free dating site and community. So patriots, don't waste your time with other dating sites. FreedomLovers.us is the place where like-minded singles really click.
We are listening right now to Love, Guns, and Freedom. Hour number 3, we'll talk about love. As you know, one of the purposes of this show is also to enjoy life, because the best revenge against our enemies is to live well. So I think that the third hour of the new show here, it's pretty much wants to supply that type of new angle for our listeners. My purpose is to enjoy life and to meet each other, like-minded people that we can share our values and also have a great time together, hopefully. So we have right now a beautiful single lady from Lake Havasu City, that she's a mom also, and I believe that she's a freedom lover person. I read her post. She's also Facebook friends. And as I said, we don't need to agree on everything, but I think we agree on one thing, that we believe in freedom and we are nobody's slave. We have here right now Jennifer from Lake Havasu, Arizona. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello.
So, Jennifer, tell us a little bit about you, first of all. You know, I just keep it simple with your first name, Jennifer, but I know that you have a lot of interesting things. What do you do in Havasu, and you married? Are you single? What's going on with you?
I am recently divorced. I have 2 beautiful children. I do run an in-home daycare, and I am an EMT, and I'm a scuba diver, and I like adventure.
Okay. So you're pretty much a busy lady, because I see you have to take care, of course, of your beautiful children, and also you have your work, you have your own career, you take care of, as you said, how do you say that in English? Home care?
Child care.
Very good. And also you like to do things out there. You like activities, as I see. But emotionally right now, I know you're divorced. Exactly where you at right now? Are you looking for somebody? Are you dating somebody? What's going on with you?
I am not currently dating anybody. After the separation, I wasn't ready to date. I've been separated and divorced for 1.5 years now. I'm not out to look for the perfect man, but if he comes crossing my path, then I'd be willing to accept it. I'd be honored.
Very good. And let's see now, if I had a magic wand, okay? If I was your special wizard and I could create your perfect man, tell me the information that, or at least the qualities of this perfect man. Go ahead.
Well, I have to do looks last. I know everybody likes tall, dark, handsome men. I'm not that way. I want someone who is more family valued. I do have children. They do come first. Someone who is outdoorsy like me. I can go from kayaking to boating, off-roading, glamis, fishing, camping, you name it, shooting. I want someone who's willing to do those kind of activities as well, and that if he has other activities that I've never tried yet, I'd definitely be willing to do it. Someone who has a career, not a job, but a career, has their life put together. I mean, we all have our baggage, so I'm acceptable of that. You know, everybody has an ex or whatever. Someone who is respectful, honest, and just an open person, open-minded person, and someone who is a free-spirited person like I am.
Wow, you said a lot of beautiful things. That's going to be like, I need to have a checklist. It's a long list, and I agree. You know, you don't need to compromise. You're a beautiful lady, and you're young, and of course you have kids, and you must, you know what you want, and that's beautiful. Now, thinking about, beside the aspect of social and, of course, career and also quality as a human being, to be a nice person, if I would like to ask you, what is the biggest turn-off in a man when you go to a date and something that really say, oh my gosh, why did he do that? Or why did he say that? What is the biggest turn-off in the potential mate?
I would think if it's like a first date or something like that, or even the beginning dates when you really don't know the guy, it constantly stares at every hot woman that is walking by. I find that just completely rude.
Yeah.
Maybe someone who just talks about their money or talks about themselves. That's kind of a big turnoff too. So those are the biggest ones.
Okay. Now let's talk about you. What is your biggest quality? I mean, say, maybe not because you say that about yourself, but because maybe other people tell you. What is your biggest top point, if you could share it?
Well, pretty much I'm an independent woman. I mean, I didn't grow up, on a silver spoon. I've done everything on my own. I've accomplished very much everything on my own. I do my own business, and I take care of my children, I have my own house. Just bought a brand new Camaro. My personality, I am an easygoing person. I don't complain about everything. I enjoy life. I wake up every morning very happy. As for looks-wise, I would have to say my eyes. I love my eyes. They're beautiful and blue.
Very good. And if you can maybe share with us your biggest, at least your weakest point. We all humans, so we are not perfect. So what is your weakest point?
I'm too trusting. Usually if someone says, I promise I won't do it again, we all know they will. But I always give people like 100 chances, and then eventually, I'm like, okay, you're not going to change. But that's whether it's relationships, friendships, family. I do believe in chances, and that's my weakest point.
Very good. Now let's talk a little bit about politics. Not because I believe politics is something that is an abstract concept. I believe politics is also the freedom we have today to live the life we want. If we do not intervene in politics, we're going to have bad people telling us what to do in our life. So for me, it's a very practical concept. I don't believe in politics just as an abstract thing. So when it comes down to politics, if you would identify yourself, okay, what would be your ticket? What would be your model? Let's say, forget about the party. What would be your political personage or character or politician that you would identify as your beliefs as a human being?
Well, I mean, growing up, I used to think like being a Republican was the right way to go. And then once you get older, you realize actually both parties are the same. So that's horrible. I will say I'm not an Obama fan. I started voting to get him out of office. Especially, the biggest thing is, he's trying to take away too many of our rights, especially his guns. I mean, that is just ridiculous. People need it to defend themselves or to go hunting, or just like people like me. I love going out shooting. I want to see somebody who defends our country and not other countries. And we see too much of where we help other countries, but we don't see anybody else helping us. We need to worry about our people here. I am strong against illegal aliens. My family came here. They did it the right way. My grandmother was in the Holocaust, and when she came here, it took her 7 years to be a legal citizen. She did everything legally. She learned English. And so when I don't see other people trying to do that, and they're just trying to hop the borders and just think that they have rights and they're coming here, that does drive me insane for the people who have, fought really hard to be a real American citizen. So I'm a big, strong believer on that.
Very good, very good. And now let's talk about a little bit your ideal date or your first date. Let's say you want to get together. Where do we go?
Everybody can do like a dinner and a movie. I'd rather have something more active, like go-karting or paintballing, something more competitive, kind of get to know each other just a little bit more and not in a face-to-face setting of just a regular boring dinner. It can be riding jet skis and going out in the lake and have a little fun, see if you guys can actually have fun together, find a cove, have a conversation, a nice little picnic. To me, that'd be my ideal first date.
Very good. And, you talk about family values. You open if the other person has already kids on his own?
Yeah. Actually, one thing I do listen to my parents. My dad said don't date anybody who doesn't have kids. And I did date somebody this year that didn't have kids. And it makes it really hard because they think they can just hop in and hop out anytime they want. And they don't realize how much they're damaging the woman's child.
Mm-hmm.
So I would, in a way, would be more towards I'd rather I have children.
I understand. Jennifer, just to let you know, I invite you to go to freedomlovers.us. It's a free website I'm launching. It's for freedom-loving people, and you don't need just to look for love. It's also for looking for friendship or networking, also to promote your business. It's a great way, and it's completely free. So I invite you to go there. You're a beautiful lady. You're a smart lady. I'm very happy to be also your Facebook friend and to know you a little better through this interview. So please, I hope to see you there. And final message for everybody's listening. Please go ahead.
Well, I will definitely be on that site, and I hope to find many friends. And if the lucky man is out there and I find true love, then I'd be very happy.
Very good. Thank you, Jennifer. Stay there and don't go away. Ciao.
He's a songwriter, a poet, a rifleman.
I'm not afraid.
And a constitutional activist.
I'm not afraid.
Italian by birth.
I'm not afraid.
American by choice. Gianluca Zanna.
I'm not afraid.
And his new CD, Love, Guns, and Freedom. 16 powerful songs on one CD from the heart of a patriot. For download or to order the CD, go to www.lovegunsfreedom.com. That's www.lovegunsfreedom.com. Lyrics for your mind, music for your heart. Gianluca Zanna's new CD, Love, Guns, and Freedom.
Okay, guys, we had an incredible single today on Love, Guns, and Freedom. Jennifer from Lake Havasu, Arizona. And don't forget to go, of course, to lovegunsfreedom.com. You can see her photo, and there is a link directly to her Facebook page, so you can meet her and maybe have luck. You never know. Maybe you get along. That's the idea of the show. Also, don't forget to go freedomlovers.us is the first dating site that you can pretty much meet like-minded people. It is not just for singles, it's also for people that are already committed, but you can have also friends. You can look for networking, promoting your business with like-minded, freedom-loving people. Simple as that. Don't forget, go to freedomlovers.us, and it's completely free. Now, let's talk about the second part of love. Food. We have an incredible recipe today. So simple. Last Sunday, I shared with you how to make Italian bread from scratch. It's so simple. I'm sure you had your experiences. Let me know. Send me an email in case you can send me some photos. Was your results? Now, with the bread that you can make, the Italian bread, you should be able to make this very simple but delicious recipe. It's called bruschetta. Normally, in America, they call it bruschetta, something like that. But in Italian, it's called bruschetta. What it is? It's just bread. It's bread that normally it gets old. People would throw it away. But it's not just simple, regular bread. It is not the bread that you would buy from, Safeway, or the bread that you would buy in these plastic bags. It's real Italian bread, pretty much about probably 2 or 3 days old. It's kind of hard. And this is the way to make it, to save it, and to enjoy it. Write it down. First of all, you need a beautiful loaf of Italian bread. If you make it yourself, even better. Otherwise, buy traditional Italian bread. At that point, what do you need? You need a grill. Would be nice if you had a little oven, a little fire, like a little fireplace that you could really use like the real grill. If you don't have that, that's fine with an electric grill. You slice the bread in regular slices, and you grill the bread till it becomes golden. You don't want to burn it, be sure, please. When the bread is pretty much grilled, you will see that, you need to have some basic ingredients. Now I'll give you the first recipe how to make bruschetta classic. It's the simplest. You need garlic, fresh garlic. And when I say garlic, please, I mean try to get organic garlic. Try to grow yourself. It's so easy. Because remember, you're going to eat this garlic raw. So it's important that you know where it's from. So you get 1 slice of bread grilled, and then you get a garlic clove, and you start to pretty much, like almost, you smash this garlic clove on the hot bread. You spread it around, and you will see this garlic start to almost melt. I do that on both sides of the bread. At that point, the bread is ready. You have to get some extra virgin olive oil. Please get the best olive oil, no plastic bottles if it's possible, and you sprinkle around on the bread on one side the oil. Then you get some sea salt, please, sea salt, good salt, okay? And then you sprinkle the salt and a pinch of pepper, ground pepper. That's it. That's the basic recipe for bruschetta. It is very good for many reasons. First of all, it tastes great. You will be surprised how these simple ingredients, how they taste incredible, especially when the ingredients are good. Has some very good nutrients values, my opinion. Garlic, of course, is a great antibiotic. You have extra virgin olive oil. It's good for your circulation. Then you have, of course, some good healthy bread. I know many people say we don't like bread. Whatever, I like bread. And I think it really is not bad, especially if you don't have any allergies, if you're a healthy man, bread, you work it out, it's great. And then you have a little bit of sea salt. Now, this is the basic. Now, I'll give you another way to make it with some extra addings. For example, with bell peppers. You get some bell peppers, you grill the bell peppers in little slices. You grill them on the grill, everywhere you want. Then you salt them, a pinch of oil, a little bit of parsley. Let them sit there for about probably an hour, something like that. At that point, you have your bruschetta that you already prepared, as I said before, and then you start to add this little bit of slices of bell peppers. You will be surprised how great it tastes, how simple it is to do, and also how economic it is. Because in this way, you don't need to waste anymore the bread. Remember, all this old bread that normally would be pretty hard to eat. Once you grill it, you're going to have a great value there. Now, another way also to make bruschetta is with fresh tomatoes. If you can get some very good fresh tomato, same story. You prepare the bread, you grill it, you prep it with the garlic, fresh garlic, and then at this point you get some fresh organic tomatoes, chop them up, mix them up with a little bit of sea salt, olive oil, and little pieces of garlic, okay? Let them sit there for about probably an hour, because it's very important, this sitting time. It really stays, all the flavor stays together. At that point, you can get these beautiful tomatoes and sprinkle them around on the bruschetta. That was the recipe of the day with Luca Zanna, and you've been listening, of course, Love, Guns, and Freedom. Now, I would like to remind you, please, to share also with you, share with me your photos of your recipes. Or if you have any question or something, let's say you didn't understand, or maybe something you're not sure how to do it with the recipes I share with you, please send me an email. Go to lovegunsfreedom.com. You will see on the homepage there is my email. Now, why I really think it's important to talk about also these things during a show that normally we talk about serious matters like guns, freedoms, rights, New World Order, all these things. I said this many times. What we have in front of us is not a battle of an hour, of a day, of a month. Maybe it will be a battle of a generation, maybe even two generations. We are fighting and standing for our rights. We try to retake our rights. It's a very challenging topic. It's a challenging battle we have in front of us. And we are humans. We must find the energy also to endurance, to resist. Sometimes we realize that the fight is today, could be tomorrow, but we also must enjoy our life today, right now. The ancient Latins used to say carpe diem. It means, live the moment, live the day. And that's why I believe this section, this new hour, for the third hour about love, that you can meet like-minded individuals, and maybe hopefully to find a romantic life, enjoying life, and share the same values. And also a little stupid little recipe, something to make your life a little sweeter, something to give a little bit of more enjoyment and fun. Because I believe that at the end of the day, our best revenge against our enemies is to live well. And also, I believe that we can become better people, just appreciating more what we have today. The fact that we can appreciate our freedom that we still have. We can appreciate the moment of peace, our health. The fact that we are not rotted in some prison or in some dungeon, or we are not facing an execution squad. I mean, this is very important. Because I remember, think about our founding fathers, or people who came before us, that to completely put their lives at risk and run and hide. That's why I believe we must balance this battle for the long run, to try to resist and to create enough energy in us to don't give up. So we must create a way that we can also balance with love, with peace, with this little recipe. So I also say, please go to the website, lovegunsfreedom.com, send me an email, and I would like to share with you, of course, more recipes, but also ask me questions. If you have any question about something you didn't understand, write me. I'll be happy to help you out. And also, I would love to see your photos of your recipes. Now, we have for the second part of this segment, an incredible single. Her name is Patricia Patriot, or Patriot Patricia. She's from Boulder City, Nevada. I found her through through the website freedomlovers.us. And she wrote a beautiful blog about the importance of women in our republic, in defending our freedom. She says that she's just 26. This woman, this young lady, she's very mature in my opinion. She's incredible, beautiful. And I think it's going to be a very interesting interview. It's not going to be just about the dating. It's going to be also about really how I believe women have an important role in sharing the values for our next generation, educating our next generation to preserve our rights, to preserve our value, to preserve our constitution. Who more than the mother is going to be the person that will educate the next generation of men and women? So stay tuned. Next segment is going to be with this incredible single that, by the way, you can see her photo on the site, lovegunsfreedom.com. In today's show, Patriot Patricia, great single that you can also find on freedomlovers.us. Don't go away. Stay tuned. You're listening to Love, Guns, and Freedom with Lucas Zanna.
He's a songwriter, a poet, a rifleman,
I'm not afraid.
and a constitutional activist.
I'm not afraid.
Italian by birth,
I'm not afraid.
American by choice. Gianluca Zanna
I'm not afraid.
and his new CD, Love, Guns, and Freedom. 16 powerful songs on one CD from the heart of a patriot. For download or to order the CD, go to www.lovegunsfreedom.com. That's www.lovegunsfreedom.com. Lyrics for your mind, music for your heart. Gianluca Zanna's new CD, Love, Guns, and Freedom.
GMN is not your parents' news network. RadiationDefender.com, your source for the Health Ranger's most important product to date, Cesium Eliminator. Developed by food science researcher Mike Adams, this patent-pending proprietary formula of zeolites and other ingredients called Cesium Eliminator helps support your body's natural elimination of lethal cesium isotopes. Visit RadiationDefender.com and discover why Cesium Eliminator is designed to stop irradiating your body from the inside out by removing Cesium-137, a cancer-causing radioactive isotope which will contaminate our soil for the next 200 to 300 years. After Fukushima, beer potion potassium iodide salesman Grow the Plume and Salt products, which do absolutely nothing to rid the body of harmful radiation after this nuclear disaster. If you are interested in removing cesium from your body, throw away your potassium iodide and replace it immediately with Cesium Eliminator. Go to radiationdefender.com and order your supply today.
Hi folks, Ronnie McMullen here, talking to you about the immune system. As a talk show host, one of the major topics is health. It seems there are powers that be that want and desire the public to be sick. These are huge topics discussed in my show, but there is a way to combat this sick system. Life Change Tea. Life Change Tea is an all-natural product that gently cleanses your inside, gives you more energy, and builds your immune system. All organic and a natural weapon against toxicity. Customers have been buying year supplies to make sure they're prepared and healthy. Interested? You should be. Log on to getthetea.com. That's getthetea.com, or you can call us direct at 928-308-0408. That's 928-308-0408. On the Ronnie McMullen Show, these topics get covered. On the Get the Tea website, these topics are addressed. Get rid of the dis before ease. You'll just be left at ease. That's getthetea.com.
Aloha, this is Tahiti Joe, the maker of Tahiti Joe's Hot Sauces and the Maui Pepper Company.
After inventing his delicious Polynesian hot sauce, Tahiti Joe wanted to make another gourmet hot sauce that his lady would enjoy.
After a wild, passionate weekend on the islands, he thought, wow, she's not only hot-blooded, she's also half Italian.
With that in mind, Tahiti Joe created a tropical-style garlic hot sauce his lady would crave.
Now, Tahiti Joe's Tropic Garlic Hot Sauce has become the #1 garlic hot sauce on the market.
Tahiti Joe and his sisters dedicated Tropic Garlic to their father because he's their big kahuna and it's his favorite.
All of our sauces are made with a beautiful array of ingredients with no preservatives added, and are prepared with a tropical passion for that perfect balance of flavor and heat delivered directly to you.
www.tahitijoeshotsauces.com.
With email, Skype, Facebook, Twitter, and cell phones, we're more connected than ever before. But there are huge privacy and security problems with all of them. Things are being blocked where they're needed most, where people are fighting for their beliefs. Now, wouldn't it be nice if there was a way to replace Skype, Facebook, email, and messaging with something more secure so you can communicate freely? Ready to change the world? Introducing Unseen, the first free, secure, and private communication platform. Secure chat, secure messaging, secure content delivery, like nothing else. Unseen gives you the key to freedom. You have the power to change the world. Sign up now for free to give freedom.
Infidel Body Armor, made in the USA, an Oath Keeper and disabled veteran-owned business in Texas, selling to U.S. patriots concerned about any type of ballistic threats when it hits the fan. Not just law enforcement and military. The engineers at Infidel have designed lightweight, wearable, and durable body armor with life-saving reliability, made with military-grade steel and capable of withstanding hit after hit from high-velocity, large-caliber rounds. From rapid deployment systems to tailored models, Infidel Body Armor has all the right gear, especially suited for any grid-down situation. Infidel Body Armor sold at a fraction of the typical cost for police and military gear, which is designed to be replaced after ballistic impact. Remember, in the middle of societal collapse, replacement ceramic and Kevlar will not be easily found. Infidel's Armor Combo with plate carrier, front and back plate start at $375. Visit GorillaMediaNetwork.com/infidel to check out Infidel's Body Armor and make sure you let them know you heard about them on the Gorilla Media Network.
Learn how one woman with diabetes had neuropathy pain in her feet go away and her blood sugars come into a more healthy range. In 10 months, one woman got off Prozac after taking this one supplement. In 2 months on this same supplement, one boy's chronic constipation went away and his speech problem cleared up for the first time in his life. Learn how this one supplement is creating a multitude of unique and inspiring stories that can be heard on this free recorded message at 866-844-1047. That's 866-844-1047.
If you enjoy the outdoor life or are preparing for any type of emergency, then you will need the world-renowned Kelly Kettle. The Kelly Kettle is an outdoor camp stove and kettle used to boil water ultra-fast. The Kelly Kettle's the original water boiling kettle that works ultra fast using only sticks and twigs or whatever else you find that will burn. Don't waste your precious resources on heavy batteries and fuels. For over 100 years, this unique kettle has made boiling water in the outdoors quick and easy, even in the most extreme weather conditions. Whether you are cooking or boiling, you will appreciate the compact, lightweight design, super reliability, and a rugged durability that will last a lifetime. If your life depended on the features of an outdoor pro at a casual camper price, you would go to www.kellykettleusa.com. Enter Pete10 for 10% off whichever Kelly Kettle size fits you or your family best.
You're listening to Love, Guns, and Freedom with Lucas Zanna on 1340 AM and on Guerrilla Media Network. As you well know, a few weeks ago, I started to launch a new project, freedomlovers.us. For the people maybe that you're still not aware of what is going on this freedomlovers.us, this is the first free dating site. It is not just a dating site, it's also a community, a way to meet like-minded individuals. It is all about freedom and liberty and respecting each other. So it's very exciting for me because I have the chance to meet men and women and anything in between individuals, people who love freedom, and that's exciting. So I had the opportunity to meet this wonderful lady. She's great, in my opinion. Not only she's from the outside beautiful, but I think she's beautiful inside, and I believe also she's very, very smart. Her handle name is Patriot Patricia from Boulder City, Nevada. Patriot Patricia, are you there?
Yes, I am. Great to be here with you, Luca.
Great to be with you, by the way. I am so excited. I tell you, this freedomlovers.us was worth it just to find somebody like you, because I had the opportunity to read your blog, and especially the last post about women in the Patriot movement, and I thought it was brilliant. It was very well articulated. And it's amazing sometimes how we all fall into this cliche that just because a woman is beautiful and is blonde must be dumb. You know, you are beautiful and blonde, and I believe you're pretty smart for a young lady, but you're pretty smart, period, not just for a young lady.
Well, I hope I don't let you down.
No. Please.
A lot to live up to.
Please, tell us a little bit about you. You know, I mean, your name is Patriot Patricia. You find out of the blue this freedomlovers.us website. You open a profile, and I was very pleased to see also you have a nice little photo. You took the effort to do this little sign, handmade sign with Freedom Lover. It was very nice of you. Thank you. And first of all, how did you find out about this freedomlovers.us website, dating free, freedom-loving people place? How did you find out?
Well, I heard about it on GMN, actually, and I was curious, decided I'd look into it, and was excited to realize it's something new that has so much potential, and I'm there right at the very start. So that's not an opportunity that a person has every day. So I decided I'll jump in and join in and try to make the best of it.
Wow, that's very nice. And I thank you for the trust, by the way, because I understand we are just launching this project, and you're a beautiful lady, by the way. I'm not trying to be romantic or try to be kind of flirty, but it's true. What is true is true. And I'm sure you don't need a website to find a date. But the fact that you trust in this project as an idea of finding freedom-loving individuals, more than just also for romantic, also for friendship and networking, I think I really appreciate your trust. And
absolutely, I think any way that we can encourage each other, we need to do that. We're not just a bunch of lone individuals out there on our own. We need to come together as a community, a positive, productive community, and this, I think, is a great way to begin to do that.
Wow, you're right. And please, you have the beautiful description. I like the way you also describe your political and also your values. Tell us a little bit about you. What are your beliefs, your values, and your vision of life?
Well, I think the most important thing, politically and personally, is freedom. And a lot of times people mix up the idea of freedom with anarchy, thinking, oh, well, you think you can do whatever you want whenever you want. But that's unfortunately actually an idea that works against true freedom, which inherently has responsibility at its very core. So with freedom comes responsibility, and that's basically my foundation in my personal life and in my political life. That's why I'm really interested in a lot of what Ron Paul has to say and a lot of the different libertarian philosophies. And again, libertarian and libertine are two completely different concepts.
Yes.
Where libertines just do whatever they want without regard for others. And in fact, at the very core of the libertarian philosophy is you do what you want until you're going to infringe on someone else's rights.
Wow.
So it's a very important distinction.
So
that's, to sum it up, that's the core. And a lot of times important things don't have to be complicated. I like to make things as simple as possible.
Lisa, you say it better than I do, and I try to do this almost professionally, or at least I try. You're so clear in your thoughts, and sometimes hard to believe that according to your status here on your profile, you're just 26. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Well, I could be your dad, but regardless, I believe freedom, does not know age, and I'm glad to consider you like my sister in freedom, okay? And we share the same values, and we have the opportunity to meet each other and to also share our values and just talking about it. So this is great. Listen, another thing I want to tell you, first of all, I really enjoy your blog, and I would like if you can maybe articulate a little bit what you talk about it, because the headline is "The Patriot Movement Needs Real Women." And I don't want to go to read the whole blog. I invite people to go to lovegunsfreedom.com. If they go in the blog section, I was so pleased to post your blog with your beautiful photo, by the way, so they can read it in its own complete version of the blog that you wrote. But give us pretty much your short version, what you meant when you wrote this blog. What is the content? What is the final message?
Well, the message is that the Patriot movement isn't just comprised of men or of a specific type of man. That unfortunately there are a lot of stereotypes involved with people within the Patriot movement and also from the outside. And they're not always flattering and they're not always accurate. And that's even more true with the stereotypes that women are often caged in by. And I've encountered that, and I've encountered a lot of people when they hear my political views or beliefs, they try to put me in a box, and I don't like to be put in a box since I do love freedom so much. And I wanted to emphasize, even for the other women out there, that we do have value in just the way we live our lives, because you don't have to be bold and on the front lines of some movement or protest to actually be a true patriot and to truly make a difference. And that's been true since the very beginning of this country, the very foundations of this country. There were always great patriot women supporting the men who were on the front lines in all the different ways that they could, through emotional support and sometimes literally getting out on the battlefield there with them. The thing is, it doesn't need to be complicated. As I said before, I like to make things simple as possible, and there are ways we could be patriots in our everyday life, as simple as putting a good, wholesome food in our refrigerators for ourselves, for our families, because our first responsibility in freedom is with our own bodies and then with the people who we care about, the people we touch in our daily lives.
Yes.
It's a lot of people, unfortunately, who I have met who are also in the Patriot movement, have this detachment between their political lives and their personal lives. They talk the talk, but in their personal lives they don't walk the walk. And a great way, as I said, to begin is just with your own refrigerator. That's not this abstract battlefield that maybe we can never really change. It's a place that we have absolute control over.
Yes.
Starting with when we're in the grocery store, the decisions we make, the choices we make.
The food we buy, the knowledge that we acquire, the education that we want to obtain. It means, also try to take care of our bodies, understanding the dangers that we have right now in this new almost technocracy with the GMO food or fluoride or other things that may also damage our bodies and our family. I understand.
Absolutely, and it goes deeper even than just food, the food you're putting in your body. It goes to economics as well, economic freedom, because as we are aware of in the news lately, there's been this tidal wave of immigrants coming from, illegal immigrants coming from Central American countries, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, and the south of Mexico, and they're in some ways perhaps experiencing economic difficulty due to corporations that push GMO products like Monsanto going in and destroying the ability of the small Native American and Mayan farmers to grow their own organic crops. And that's hurting their economy. In turn, it's going to hurt our economy. And so that's another reason it's important to start with what we eat and what we choose to eat.
Wow.
Not to mention, I'm sure you already know this, they've done experiments with GMO food where if mice have been eating GMO food, the fifth generation of their offspring is often born with extreme birth defects, including their organs on the outsides of their bodies.
Yes.
And hair on their tongues.
Yes, it's true.
And that's pretty frightening. So to understand the responsibility we have with our own bodies, but also with the unseen future, we don't want our great-great-grandchildren to have to come into this life with all of these horrible challenges and difficulties because of our own irresponsible choices in the grocery store one day.
You're right. This is something we are facing. I also believe this is not by accident. There is a sinister plan to almost create a new subhuman species. And of course, people understand this is not just a conspiracy. The fact that you were just talking, they are proven by scientific researchers. And there is enough evidence out there that proves so much that in many parts of the world, GMO, it's illegal. Okay, so that's another thing we need to start to think about it. So yes, I believe the woman in the movement of freedom has a very important role. Not also, of course, like the angel or the guardian of the household. That's very important, and taking care of the basics to support the family as an independent cell that could self-sustain and create some sort of environment that you can have some sort of control. But also I really believe that the role of the women in general, they have the very vital function to transmit, to share, and to educate the next generations of patriots, men and women. I mean, after all, it's the role of the mother, the first part of educating. Of course, the father has a big part too, but normally it's the mom that starts to share the values that we're supposed to treasure as a free society. And especially if we live in America, we believe in our Constitution and Bill of Rights. So I think that's very true. That's why
absolutely. I think women can change the world for better or for worse. And my faith is that women will come to the realization that they have that power and enjoy it for freedom.
Wow. I wish we had more women like you. I'm sure there are a lot of beautiful and smart ladies out there. And when I say beautiful, it's not just about your physical appearance. I'm talking about your spiritual appearance, because even now with the closed eyes, I can see, I can feel your beauty inside and the beautiful things that you've been saying. I think that's, for me, is beyond the physical realm that we are living in. So listen, I want to dedicate you a song. that I wrote. As you know, I write songs, and I invite, by the way, everybody listening to the show to support the show. This is a free market show. We have sponsors, but more important, you are the sponsor. You can help out very easily. Go to my website, zanna.us, or just go to lovegunsfreedom.com, and you can find my website, my place where I have music. I write songs for a living. And you can download any of my songs for just 99 cents. And right now...
Fantastic. I'll check it out.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I would like to dedicate this song for you that is kind of a different song from my normal patriotic, freedom-oriented song. This is a love song, and it's called A Bright New Day. And this is for you, for Patriot Patricia, and all the women who believe in freedom. Don't go away. Stay there.
Close your eyes, now's the time to start again, you and me. Don't be afraid, just let it go. Can you feel my love? I'm your man. Hope and illusions fade away, but our love will remain in this life and the other. A bright new day's in front of us. Don't be afraid of our past, because this time we have each other. We have each other. Close your eyes, just hold my hand. It's a bright new day, it's not the end. I feel he's there in the dark. He waits for us and our love. Hope and illusions fade away, but our love will remain in this life and the other. A bright new day's in front of us. Don't be afraid of our past, because this time we have each other. Just hold my hand. It's a bright new day. It's not the end.
And that was A Brand New Day by Lucas Zanna. You can find it at www.zanna.us. I would like to remind you that, we spend on this planet limited time. We don't know how long. It's not up to us. But at the end of the day, it's an experience that I believe is more than just eating, drinking, and going to work. It is an opportunity to find each other. I believe that probably we are trying to look and find for each other. And it's not just about the physical aspect or just, getting married, making children, stuff like that. Talking about it's like almost find our souls. They are there, and they want to find the other soulmate. There is a connection, it's deeper. So I believe that I have this opportunity right now with this radio show, and also the opportunity with this website that I launched, freedomlovers.us. And I hope that you can use this opportunity because it's completely free. I mean, to find a beautiful man or beautiful woman, that's not the difficult part. You can find always somebody that physically can attract you, and maybe you get lucky and you can also, have fun. But to find somebody that you share values, that you really feel like you are the special other side, especially in these times, so challenging, so difficult, I think it's very important. And I believe also it's better to be alone than be with somebody that you don't have what you really want. So, anyway, that was pretty much the story. Now, this is pretty much everything for today's show. We had 3 full hours, a lot of information. We went from politics, we went from illegal aliens invasion, from our state senator, a vacation in Mexico, and of course we went through guns, we went through handguns, we went to the shotgun, we went to, of course, now the recipe and singles. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here, because if you understand, for me, a man that grew up when I was a child in Italy, with a dream to be one day an American. And also, not only I made it here and I was able to become one of you, but also able to communicate with you, to talk to you, to share my values, my fears, my dreams, my hopes. This is an incredible opportunity. I feel happy, and of course I wish things would be different, but I really want to say thank you again for the great opportunity you gave me to be here. Be patient with me. Sometimes I understand. I try to improve my grammar, try to improve my accent, and I'm still here, trying to do my best. But all I care that the message goes through and can reach you. The message of love, the message of freedom, and of course the message of guns. We love guns. So stay tuned, don't go away. Be ready for the next week. We're going to have incredible guests and maybe something even very more exciting. I'll be on the road.
Give me liberty or give me death. I'll fight till the end, till my last breath. Give me liberty or give me death. I'll stand against tyranny. My soul will never rest. There is no longer any room for hope. If we wish to be free, there is no retreat but in submission and slavery. We have petitioned, we have remonstrated, we have supplicated, we have prostrated. Is life so dear or peace so sweet as to be purchased as the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death. Give me liberty or give me death. I'll fight till the end, till my last breath. Give me liberty or give me death. I'll stand against tyranny. My soul will never rest. Give me liberty or give me death. I trade my life for freedom with no regret. It is natural to man to indulge in the illusions of hope. We are apt to shut our eyes against a painful truth and listen to the song of that siren till she transforms us into beasts. For my part, whatever anguish of spirit it may cost, I am willing to know the whole truth, to know the worst, and provide for it. Give me liberty or give me death. Give me liberty or give me death. I'll fight till the end, till my last breath. Give me liberty or give me death. I'll stand
Visit WazooSurvivalGear.com, home of the Adventure Bracelet and other wearable survival kits today. For survival bracelets with all of the features you need for everyday challenges, with options for construction materials, individualization, and a wide range of utility features like fishhook, safety pin, whistle, cable ties, fire steel and striker blade, compass, and more. Meant to be disguised in your everyday life and ready whenever you need it. Don't forget to upgrade your Adventure Bracelet to include surgical tubing, first aid tinder fat packs, and a handcuff key. WazooSurvivalGear.com, survival bracelets, survival keychains, do-it-yourself kits, and more. Plus, if you donate $100 or more to the Guerrilla Media Network, we will send you one of Wazoo's wearable survival kits with a custom GMN nameplate as a reminder of our appreciation.
Moms of America know the challenge of feeding their families under the best of circumstances. Now imagine what would happen during an emergency. I'm Susanna Cole with GMN, and we've partnered with the father of the food storage industry to supply our listeners with the essentials of life. We have an individual obligation to become self-sufficient so that none of us is reliant upon the government during a time of need. And of course, women's intuition tells us that we're in big trouble, and we all know that the cost of food is skyrocketing. We see it on the grocery store shelves every day. The time is now to stock up on emergency food supplies. No more waiting. Buy your supplies now, and it's almost guaranteed that your investment is going to increase in value because the price of your supplies will be doubled in the near future. Visit GuerrillaMediaNetwork.com/food to find out more about My Farm in a Box. Ladies, I cannot emphasize enough. Use your woman's intuition and take action now to prepare your loved ones for what you know is coming. Go to GuerrillaMediaNetwork.com/food.
RadiationDefender.com. After a nuclear disaster like Fukushima, you need to eliminate cesium-137 from your body. When cesium-137 travels through the air and contaminates the water, soil will be contaminated for the next 200 to 300 years. And if you take potassium iodide, after you've ingested this cancer-causing radioactive isotope, it's already too late. It's impossible to remove cesium from your body with potassium iodide, and you should return it for a full refund to the vendor who sold it to you. RadiationDefender.com. Developed by food science researcher Mike Adams, this patent-pending proprietary formula of zeolites and other ingredients called Cesium Eliminator helps support your body's natural elimination of lethal cesium isotopes. RadiationDefender.com. Get rid of your potassium iodide and replace it with the only product on the market which can stop irradiating your body from the inside out. Cesium Eliminator. RadiationDefender.com. Since 2006, Heavy Cover Incorporated has been preparing themselves to prepare every American for the coming revolution. A broad range of products has been put together by a U.S. Marine combat veteran who knows all about the importance of quality survival gear. Visit GuerrillaMediaNetwork.com/heavy cover and take a look at the huge selection of items ranging from water storage, books, knives, tools, shelters, lights, and fire starters. You'll love their online store, prices, great customer service, and if you're a GMN listener, you'll especially appreciate their strong belief in defending the U.S. Constitution. Visit GuerrillaMediaNetwork.com/heavy cover, and when you place your order, be sure to let them know you found out about them on the Guerrilla Media Network. Heavy Cover Incorporated, high-quality military, survival, bushcraft, and preparedness gear. Visit the site, and within moments, you'll find many ideas on what you'll need to build your bug-out bag.
The Bill of Rights contains the first 10 amendments of our Constitution. They guarantee the specific freedoms Americans should know and protect. Our liberty depends on it. I'm Dr. Catherine Albrecht, and I'll be right back with an unforgettable way to remember one of your constitutional rights.
Your search engine is watching you, recording all your searches and creating a massive database of your personal information. That's creepy, but it doesn't have to be that way. StartPage.com is the world's most private search engine. StartPage doesn't store your IP address, make a record of your searches, or use tracking cookies, and they're third-party certified. If you don't like Big Brother spying on you, start over with StartPage. Great search results and total privacy. StartPage.com, the world's most private search engine.
Imagine your mom and dad are getting ready for bed. They pull back the covers and find a third party there. He announces, "I'm with the military and I'm sleeping here tonight." That shocking image of a third party in my parents' bed reminds me what the Third Amendment was designed to prevent. It protects us from being forced to share our homes with soldiers, a common demand in the days of our founding fathers. Third party, Third Amendment, get it? So if you answer a knock at your door and guys in fatigues demand lodging, tell them to dust off their copy of the Bill of Rights and reread the Third Amendment. I'm Dr. Catherine Albrecht. More news and information at catherinealbrecht.com.